And a very good evening to all my viewers. It's Sunday, March 3rd, 2024. It's 10:24 p.m. Eastern Canadian time. And we are right beside Verdun Metro Station, which is right over here. Now look at this fog, it is incredible. It's been a while since we had this type of fog where it was this thick. So I decided, why not do a little walking video? And decided we'll walk from Verdun Metro Station into Côte St. Paul, just to, relatively north of here, and go to Jolicoeur Metro Station. So walk between two metro stations on the green line of the Montreal metro system, and while I'm doing that, document this fog, because it is quite the fog tonight. There's the 107 bus heading towards downtown, the downtown core of Montreal. And I was by the river earlier because the St. Lawrence River, of course, borders Verdun just to the south of here. And it was very thick there as well. So naturally, when it's foggy like this, it's more thick where the river is. And because we're by the river, that's why it's probably so thick. But even if you go inland, it's still relatively thick, this fog. So we'll do a little walking video here. This is Verdun, and we're walking, like I said, north. And we're going to cross over the aqueduct canal, which feeds the water filtration plant in this area, which I guess that filtration plant provides clean water for not just this area, but a large part of the area encompassing this area. So we'll walk over that and make our way to Jolicoeur Metro Station. Look at this cool little piece of art here. Really nice. That's an insect hotel. So I guess this attracts insects in the summer. But it was a pretty decent weekend overall, and went to, here by the way is the Hotel de Ville, or the municipal office for Verdun. Pretty decent weekend. Did the Nuit Blanche, which is White Night festival last night. Wasn't as fun as it was, say, in 2011, 2010. When it first started. Used to have a lot more art installations back in the day. But of course I had my channel in 2015. And I first went in 2010, and then the pandemic hit recently. But since the pandemic, a lot of things just aren't the same. And, they used to have not just art exhibits, but also museums were free. They had the science center that was open. They had the Pointe-à-Calier Archaeological Museum, the big archaeological museum here in Montreal, where that location where the museum is pretty much where Montreal began. But anyways, other than the metro being open all night this year in the REM, which was my personal highlight, being able to take the metro and the REM all night, pretty much it was just looks like parties and music and that sort of thing. Nothing really that's my cup of tea. But like I said, in previous years, they used to have much more in terms of variety of activities and whatnot. But it is what it is, whether it's budget cuts or whether it's just a pandemic changed people's tastes. It is what it is. But I did get to ride the metro. I filmed a ride on all 4 metro lines: blue line, yellow line, orange line, and green line. Also filmed the REM that was open all night. Filmed the ride on that between Montreal and Jolicoeur. So I got my documentation. Look at that fog, it looks like smoke. I'll show you guys something cool here in a moment. It's an effect that I have discovered. Well, I knew about it for a while, but I was playing around tonight with, when I was by the water, basically turning my flash on, and it illuminates the fog, and you can see like the fog actually moving. Here, I'll try it now, see if it works. Yeah, you can kind of see it here. Yeah, right there. Pretty cool effect. It's all water vapor, of course. And anyways, yeah, so the weekend was pretty decent in terms of getting videos and whatnot, documenting. But a nice way to wrap it up is doing this little walk tonight here in the Verdun sector, and then ending it in Côte St. Paul, the Jolicoeur metro station, one of my favorite stations. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, what street are we on? We are on, it's an avenue. I think it's First Avenue. Here's Benentine Street. That's facing relatively towards the west, and down there's towards the east. So this is First Avenue we're walking on. There's Benentine. And yeah, if you're like me, you like the fog, you like any kind of interesting weather, well, this is a good kind of night to be out. So we're making our way towards Champlain Boulevard, and then when we cross the bridge over the Aqueduct Canal, take an alleyway, and it becomes de la Vérendrye. But that fog is quite impressive. And one of the places I love to go when it's foggy is Montreal, because usually the higher you go, you get a lot of fog, and then eventually when you get to a certain point above ground, you're above the fog. Alright, so thought there was an alleyway we could have went down there. It's okay. We'll change streets. Still battling this cold. Thankfully, it looks like it's not getting worse. It's just probably the tail end of it. I've calculated, I've kept track every month since I think October, I've had a cold. And well, I guess that's what sometimes the price you have to pay when you're filming transit or working in an office. Look at this house. It's interesting how different parts of one sector or borough or neighborhood can have such a variety of different houses. Like Verdun, you have these fancier type houses. I mean, look at this. And then you have really run down houses, apartments. So make our way, coming up now to, yeah, looks like Champlain. Yeah, I was deciding whether to film tonight, this walk. I'm like, yeah, why not? It's rare that we get this fog. It's not unheard of, but when it happens, it's good to document. I don't know if this is 2nd Avenue. I think the avenues increase as you go east, so see what street it is in a moment. Also, cool lighting effects. Look at the beams of light moving here, created by the shadows of the trees, the branches. And yeah, because we're going over more water, I wouldn't be surprised if the fog thickens slightly. Oh yeah, this to check. I'll check the street sign in a minute here, see exactly where we are. And you know, it's old because this area is old because look at the size of the trees. The bigger the trees, obviously, the older. Looks like snow, but it's water vapor. And yeah, it's not very comfortable to walk in this. It's very damp and very humid. Yeah, you can see, looks like it's even getting thicker now. Yeah, so here's Champlain Boulevard. And the street that we were just on is, they don't even have street signs here. Anyways, strange. Well, I guess because it's a one-way, but still it'd be handy to have a street sign somewhere. Anyways, pretty much we're leaving Verdun now. As soon as we cross the bridge coming up, we'll be in Côte Saint Paul. Amazing beams of light, huh? Oh, actually, there's a street sign. Oh, it is 2nd Avenue. It's probably going to be useless to do this, but you can see it a bit. 2nd Avenue, so we were on 2nd Avenue. So the boulevards increase as we go west rather than east. Yeah, this is more like a scene out of a Halloween night rather than March the 3rd. Ah, look at the fog now. Really getting thick. So I say we're about 2 to 5 minutes away from Jolicoeur metro station. And of course, Verdun and Jolicoeur metro stations are just one stop from each other. There's an alleyway that I was hoping to walk down, one like that, but it's all good. All right, I think yeah, we'll cross here. And yeah, look at the fog here as we get closer to the river. Well, not a river; it's more of a canal. I'll wait here for the light to cross. Look at the fog moving. And it's moving, I think, from the west towards the east. It's moving in a westerly direction. Impressive. All right, so cross over here. This is 5th Avenue. And pause the video, wait for the light. All right, so yeah, wow, look at this. So now we will walk over the bridge and make our way onto de Livre-Andre Boulevard, which runs parallel to Champlain Boulevard. And once we cross here, we're in Côte Saint Paul. And if you watched my one of my previous videos recently, I did a walk from well, around St. Patrick's Street to Jolicoeur metro station. So I'll probably cut the video right before I get to Jolicoeur. I'll at least show you guys from the distance that we made it, because I do want to get some photos. Look at that. Try the effect here with the light. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? Look at that. All water vapor. I think it's better with a dark background. Yeah, so anyways, there is, whether you can see it or not, the Aqueduct Canal. And yeah, we're coming up now to Jolicoeur Metro Station. Right here on Champlain Boulevard. Or sorry, de la Vérendrye Boulevard. Yep. Alright guys, so if you like what you see, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, and make sure your notification bells are on. I'll leave you with this cool musical effect. There's Jolicoeur Metro Station right there.